Welcome to the 1, 2, 3 Platinum Pinfall. 3 stories about pro wrestling. I accidentally deleted this first take, and it upsets me because it was fucking great. But what do? We just got to move on. We just got to try again. And who knows? It might come out better the second time. Let's see. Now, this goes out to my Patreon people first. Patreon's growing. I want to get that thing above 30 people. We're getting really close. It's wonderful. Just as a reminder, if people are seeing this 2 days from now, you can see these things as soon as they come out when the news is fresh, exciting. It's so inviting to me. Let's get into our first story. I'm very excited about this one. Let's put up the pictures first. Who is that? That's AC Mack. Fucking Mack. Winning IWTV. They're calling it a world title. I'm inclined to agree. Winning that shit at Action Show, which was a Roman triumph. No doubt about it. Sold out house. Rob Rod's there with the clicker. Now, I've jumped on Rod many times before. You know why? Because I want his reports to be fucking better. And I want him to stop being liked and start getting him respected. And that's going to happen when those reports read better. And it's going to happen when he stops taking people at their word and starts putting the fucking facts down when it's appropriate. And it makes me happy that he's got the clicker and he's making sure that crowd is right. But here's the facts. Action Wrestling, it's a fucking Roman triumph. Sold out, packed out house. IWTV's there. They're hosting this event, showcasing the Southeast, which is so important, right? I'm just going to go off the cuff because I'm doing this for a second time. So let's be honest. Southern wrestling gets shit on compared to the Northeast. It's just a fact. And what is the answer? It's going to take a bunch of things. But Action showcasing and IWTV helping them out the way that they are is a huge step. It's a huge step. An enormous step. Respect is only going to come when you show that you can play the Northeast game as well as the Northeast can. When you get some guys some looks. And I've been critical of the Action model in the past in the sense that, you know, when they were tie-ins with the charity, which is incredibly respectable and all of that good stuff. But I said, but that's not a real crowd because, again, when more than half your people are there and they don't really care about the wrestling part, it reflects in the product. No matter what idiots like David Marquez want to say, it's like, it matters. Your audience matters. It does. And they've got that audience. More than one person told me this. They said, Matt Griffin is the promoter of the year. They go, as soon as they go into Tyrone, and Tyrone is nowhere near anything. Let me make that clear. For those that don't know Georgia or don't know Tyrone or haven't been to Action Wrestling, it's not fucking near anything. So you got to go out of your way to go see that thing. And well over 200 people really did. They were there for an experience. And as soon as you go into town, there's Action posters everywhere. And what was described to me was Matt Griffin running shit. They're early, stay late. All this IWTV stuff is going on. Everybody's getting their needs met. Matt Griffin is organizing, delegating, as well as taking care of shit himself. That's a fucking man running some shit. It's what I saw with Ace Haven and Pro South. It's what I see increasingly at IWE. It's what I know Matt Hankins does, which is why the fucking boys fucking rewarded that man. And is this going to upset Gary Lamb? Probably, but fuck. I think the promoter of the year should be the person who fucking gives a fuck about what they're doing. Matt Griffin does. And that show last night reflected it. I went out of my way to watch it. I don't watch a lot of stuff on IWTV. I watched a lot of the deathmatch stuff. But I don't really watch because, by the way, after this, I'm going to record, you know, my 9 different national show frickin' recap video I'm doing for the first time. I don't know what the fuck that's going to be, but we'll find out. So I watch a lot of wrestling. And then I go to shows live. and I work every day, like, etc. Right? Whatever. Wah, wah, violin. But I went out of my way to watch that thing. I even posted about it, like, because it's not just that they had a packed crowd for that building. It's that they were hyped and there was a crackling energy about it. And they were showcasing the Southeast and it pulled off successfully. IWTV has to be thrilled and Action certainly has to be proud. Look at these pictures. Look how proud AC Mack is. I want to talk about AC Mack last. Last time I talked about him first on that first take. I'm gonna talk about him last. I'm going to talk about Matt Griffin and Action and how successful that was and how vital it is and how great the Georgia scene is. You've got two guys there covering the show, and Rob Rod and Duke Ingram. You've got IWTV, who's thrilled. And the commentary last night, by the way, worlds better than the last time I listened to Action. And that pop for AC Mack winning was enormous. Humongous. That's fucking home run shit. It's show of the year until somebody knocks it off the pedestal, if you can. And AC Mack is your wrestler of the year until somebody can knock him off the top, if you can. We're in January. Fucking great. Now let's talk about AC Mack. Do you know how blessed Georgia is to have a guy like AC Mack? And Joe Biden, these guys can cut promos. These guys can work. And these guys, they do what they're supposed to do, but they also have their own mind and their own voice. And they're guys who listen, but they don't listen too much. And sometimes the thing they listen to the most aren't these entities talking to them, but they listen to this and they listen to this. And they're fucking smart and they got hearts. AC Mack is part of a new group that's a prototype. I don't know how far he's going to go in the wrestling business or what the fuck ever. Will this be the peak for him? I don't think so. Might be. Because when you're the new, sometimes people don't recognize. I think that happened a little bit with PCW. We were the fucking new. I broke that ground. Other people have spoken about this before. And now other people are reaping the benefits, and that's wonderful. And AC Mack is that new. But I think he can transition to something bigger as well. Happy for him. Happy for Action. Happy to be a little bit wrong about stuff. Or happy that my mind was changed. Fuck, it's going to be a great year. Georgia got it like that. And Action is going to be a big part of the rest of the country fucking seeing it. I believe that. From the good to the shit, but it's Bully Ray, his take on John Moxley, that John Moxley should have apologized to the crowd. What kind of take is that? It's this kind of take. The shittiest take I've heard in a long time. Fuck Bully Ray. And Bully Ray's had multiple shitty takes. And Conan and Disco have multiple shitty takes. And Jim Cornette increasingly has more and more shit takes. And then fucking locally, Nick and Myron's take that fucking Southern Honor will be the new Ring of Honor is the shit. Look, I get it. As somebody who has now puts out 3 strong opinions about shit a day, you're going to have misses. I'm not talking about misses. I'm talking about guys whose brains don't even fucking think in the right way. I love big choices, and with big choices, you're going to have stuff that crashes and burns. But my God, why do we accept and listen to people that have way more misses than hits? Is fucking beyond me. And have nothing to teach. Jim Cornette at least has things to teach. So I don't put him in quite in the same category as the other people, but fuck me. Bully Ray and his shit takes and shit attitude about stuff and incredibly bad behavior over the last few years and just, it's a fucking blight. Can we stop? Can we start fucking really getting it? Because there are people out there who are fucking working and doing shit. And the people who are really producing something, instead of just, when ESPN has gone to this format of just guys giving shit takes, And it is to the detriment of that channel. Now, I get that things have modified. Why do I need to watch SportsCenter when my fucking phone can tell me everything instantaneously? I get that. The format has changed and the business model has changed. But what they've replaced it with is shit takes. Fucking these hot shit takes. Taking a hot shit on people's fucking minds. And Bully Ray's take was shit. And there's a bunch of other people giving you shit takes. And we got to stop fucking. We got to know. We got to recognize a shit take when we hear it. We do. And we have to start recognizing teachers and people passing on information. Fuck Bully Ray. And yes, when I hear a shit hot take, I'm going to fucking tell you about it. And you're going to see that hippo. Because that shit makes me laugh every time. Because I'm an aristocrat. Third story, fun. Fun in wrestling. That action show, fun. Right? A lot of aspects of AEW, fun. A lot of deathmatch stuff right now. Fun. Excitement. I'm going to tell you about fun, though. And anybody who's been around me when I directed fucking theater, improv comedy shows, pro wrestling, any kind of project. And it's something I teach my children, and it's something that people have heard me say a bunch of times. Maybe you've heard it a bunch of times. You're about to hear it again. And that is fun when it is used as an excuse for something not being good. Fun show. I had fun. I had fun. Fun. That's bullshit. That's replacing the ability to improve with a dismissive thing of, well, fun is the goal. You know what fun is? Fun is when you achieve greatness. I'll tell you, I'd rather have, because I just watched the Kevin Garnett documentary, right? When he was going to Jamaica after not making the playoffs, he probably had fun. But wasn't he much happier yelling, anything is possible? Wasn't that real fun? Action had real fun last night. AEW's having real fun. And it's weird. There's symptomatic stuff. Forced fun is some bullshit. Forced fun is not funny. The forced fun that you often see in bad comedy vignettes in wrestling. I'm not against comedy in wrestling. I'm against, is it genuine fun? Is it genuinely appealing to an audience? Is there an interaction going back and forth, right? That's real fun. But fun is symptomatic. It can be symptomatic of greatness, but it can also be the thing that draws greatness out, or the strongest indication that greatness is taking place. And Sting and Darby Allin, let's just get to the point. Sting and Darby Allin, that booking and that pairing has worked out beyond what most people conceived of. When people talk about somebody getting the rub and old guy working with a younger guy and to the benefit of both of them, that they are, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. And I think it's beyond anybody's wildest imagination, except for maybe those two guys and Tony Khan. So they deserve credit for that. And the symptom of you know that it's great and you know that it's going well is shit like this. So this is, we're going to end with a clip of Sting and Darby in their car. So they're traveling together. Best buddy cop movie ever. So they're traveling together. And they're, because AEW hardcore fans stay late, they're stuck in traffic behind them trying to get out of the venue. And they see the car ahead of them has an AEW license plate. So Sting and Darby decide to have this fun and record it. Tell me that isn't genuine joy. Tell me that isn't fun. Tell me when is the last time you've heard about shit in WWE happening that was like that. I'm not saying the WWE can never get there again. I'm just saying they're so far away from there now. And it tells me that it's places like AEW, Action Wrestling, etc. that are going to push wrestling in a different direction. And people are going to start looking to them as the guides, as the North Star to move towards, instead of just inevitably saying, well, it's the WWE or bust. Go where the magic is. Go where the joy is. Go where pro wrestling is. 2022. It's going to be the real start of that shit. Enjoy Sting. Enjoy Darby. Enjoying themselves. And I'll talk to you later. This has been 1, 2, 3. The Platinum Pinfall.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna surprise me and Stinger and surprise this guy. A-E-Dub! 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 A-E-Dub!